Hey there, ladies. Good evening, and happy Tuesday night to all of you. This is Christina with the Momthon Diaries. Maybe you're not watching this on Tuesday, maybe you're watching this on some other day this week, but I wanted to make sure that I went live tonight to talk about troubleshooting on your goals. For those of you who are new here, maybe you're just finding your way to the Momathon movement after an extended period of time. Welcome back, friend. I'm Christina. I am very honored to serve the world as a productivity coach for superstar working mamas who are doing the absolute most when it comes to navigating their work-life balance, productivity, family management, time management. In this community, we are brilliant women who do the absolute most. Our excuse me, our ladies are next level when it comes to ambitious. They are high achievers, they are brilliant thought leaders, and sis, they are you and me and so many amazing thinkers and next level superheroes here in this space. And so tonight, hey guys, I'm live for a little bit. I put some late dinner on. Hi, Sarenthia. Good evening, everyone. I'm gonna go live on Instagram too, because y'all know I like to do a two for the price of one. I hate going live and then it's like, you got to do it again somewhere else. We don't have time for that. So we're going to go live in all the places this evening and make it work. Okay. So tonight we're talking about troubleshooting on your goals. If you're new here, if you're like, hey, how in the world did I find this lady? What's going on with this mohawk that she has in her head? I'm Christina. I am honored to serve the world with next level strategic planning, accountability, and helping you to organize your busy world. We are all things goals here. We are all things loving family. We love God. We don't play about our goals. And with each and every time that we gather here, whether virtually or in person, we're here to help you evaluate and troubleshoot some new ideas, some new ways of thinking. Okay. If you are watching anywhere on my personal page, come to the Momathon page if you can, so that I can see all of your commentary. But I'm also going to try and open it up. Let me see if I can open it up here too. Hold on, everybody, so I can see your comments. I don't want to miss anyone, okay? All right, so tonight we're talking about troubleshooting on your goals. I have been, excuse me, talking about troubleshooting all day long. And I realized how selfish it would be if I only talked about it with my clients and I didn't bring at least a little bit of the idea of troubleshooting to all of you here. Going through my own personal coaching process, like learning about growing my business, learning about taking our platform and this community to the next level, right? As I was working through all of that, one of the things that I learned to do was to troubleshoot. I learned how to go into what I saw and look at it in a different way so that it no longer overwhelmed me. Hey, everyone. So that no longer overwhelmed me. And if you are a woman who you are called to amazing things, you are meant for next level greatness. You know that you're supposed to have these goals and be checking them off. You're supposed to wake up every single day and feel like you're a step closer to where you are supposed to be. This requires a strategic plan. Okay. It requires a plan. And so all of this session today, but also leading into our Mother's Day month content and the conference tickets opening up Mother's Day weekend. Everybody got me? They're opening up on Mother's Day weekend for our conference this October. All of this is leading up to how do I troubleshoot? How do I evaluate so that I know I'm moving in the right direction? Okay. I want to make sure I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to feel like I put my time, my energy into something, into a specific place, and I wasted my time. I don't want to feel like, am I doing the quote unquote right thing, as if there is such a thing? Okay. Some of us really feel like there's a right or a wrong? Which one am I doing? Okay. So during troubleshooting tonight, we're going to talk about just for a little bit what that looks like. Okay. What that looks like. How does it feel? How does it need to feel in order for you to make your way past being stuck into a place of feeling like you are clear? I think that clarity is underrated. Not overrated, underrated. I think clarity is underrated. It is, we tend to overthink so much on the action component and less on what's working, what's not working, and what do I as a leader need to tweak so that it's producing results in my own life. How do you troubleshoot? Okay. I've never actually taken time to define troubleshooting. However, from my understanding and expertise, it's the process of you just going in, looking at a system and trying to figure out what's not working. That's it. If you're trying to create a certain result in your life, whether I'm in an accountability group now for, making sure that we're staying active and doing, moving our bodies and eating healthy and all this kind of stuff. So I have a couple ladies that I'm doing that with. And occasionally we have a circumstance that we're trying to get to the other side. Let's say you want to lose 20 pounds. Okay. Hypothetically, you want to lose 20 pounds. You're having trouble with this goal. You're having trouble with this result. Have you done some actual troubleshooting to figure out what's not working here? Is it hormonal? Is it that you're lying to yourself and you're actually not active? Let's be honest, right? Is it that you aren't eating the way you're supposed to eat? What are the reasons? Have you troubleshooted on the reasons why? Sometimes it's things that are out of your control, but a lot of times it's something that is in your control. A lot of times these are things that you can fix. But if you don't lean into the idea of troubleshooting and figuring it out, how do we get to the other side? What if everything is figure outable? I'm planning for the conference, right? I'm doing all the things, tech stuff, like maneuvering, not bad tech, but just like things that I need to do, right? Christina, need to do, setting certain systems into place, setting dates, all of these different aspects of planning this amazing event, which is such a labor of love every year, okay? In conjunction with that, there were some things that frustrated me last year that I decided this year won't be a problem, okay? So I sat with the idea of troubleshooting. What's working, what is not working, and what will I do differently as opposed to what I did last time? Hey, what will I do differently? Have I troubleshooted on this? Am I okay with doing the math problem? Okay, so let's talk about troubleshooting. Let's talk about wanting to create a result and good evening, wanting to create a result and then it's not working like you wanted to. It's not happening as fast as you may want. It's not delivering what you think it should deliver, right? It's not giving. So let's troubleshoot together. Hey, girl. Number one, when you are troubleshooting, are you making decisions from a place of calm? Are you making decisions from a place of calmness? Or are you moving over and you're making decisions from scatterbrained, overwhelmed, afraid, you're in panic mode? I have new clients who come in and sometimes it's the idea of take a breath, sis. Take a deep breath. It is very hard to make decisions, good decisions, from a place of panic. It's almost like what happens if This all falls apart any minute now. It's going to all fall apart. We have these ideas in our minds about what if. Can you fix a situation from a place of panic? Sure, you could, but will it be the wisest decision that you could have made? Okay. Now, a lot of us struggle with decision making in the first place. So you don't even need any extra drama on top of your decision making already. Some of us are already feeling overwhelmed, having to make choices. Some of us are already demonizing and criticizing ourselves about what's right versus what's wrong. Some of us are already lashing out at others because we've given other people the driver's seat to our own lives, right? We gave somebody else the right to make decisions about what was best for us. We gave our choices away. So now that you're realizing this, now that you're starting to wake up, it's normal to wake up feeling like you're sinking down underwater. And all of a sudden, I'm like, wait a second, I got to get out of this. So you surge. Your nervous system reacts almost from a place of panic. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I let things get this way. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that this is happening. Oh my goodness, I have to do something quick. And you begin to make decisions from a place of panic. It is very hard to troubleshoot with wisdom when you're panicking. You'll just do anything. You ever been grabby, like feeling scarce, feeling like, how am I going to make this happen? There's no place of calm. There's only survival mode here. What if I could come in and show up from a place of calm? What do I need to do to make this work? If I could have it my way, how would I respond? What is the right or wrong? Why do I feel like there's something that could be wrong? Why do I think that there's one or the other? Everything is so one way or a different way. How can I make this decision from a place of calm, not panic? I don't want clients finding me as a coach from a place of panic. Nope. I want you to come and say, I really do see some amazing things for myself. And this is my natural next step forward, is working with someone who's going to help me to make it happen. Not a place of panic, like, oh my goodness, I'm so overwhelmed. I just can't. Oh my gosh, I'm just sinking. Wait a second. You don't have to be sinking. Take a deep breath. Let's brainstorm together. Okay? Let's brainstorm together. So can you make decisions, my friends, from a place of calm? From a place of calm? Or are you feeling scarce, feeling grabby by any means necessary? I'm going to make this happen. It's not a healthy place to make a decision from. Okay? So that's number one. Make a decision from a place of calm. Number two, see every challenge. How many challenges? Every challenge. See every challenge as an equation that needs to be solved. It's an equation that needs to be solved. Let me tell you what we do as human beings. As humans, we have a tendency, when things are not working the way that we want them to work, we have a tendency to make it that there's something wrong with us, the person, not that I'm just solving a math problem. Everybody got that? We tend to make it that there's something wrong with me. I'm not enough. I need more. There's something missing with me. I messed up. All of these things, as opposed to, this is a math equation. Yes, it's about my life, but it's a math equation that needs to be solved. How will I solve it? What will I do? What will I choose? I tell my kids, I got 3 teenagers. They're all in maths that I really can't do. Okay. And, once things stopped being simple, I was like, y'all got to go somewhere else to take math. That being said, If we have an equation that's as simple as x plus 1 is 3, your job, you already know, is to solve for x, right? Your job is to solve for x. Your job is to come up with and work through the system of every single time I have a variable that I don't know what it is, I'll go in and I'll solve for this variable. You know, you're going to move the one to, you're going to move it to the other side. You're going to subtract. You know exactly what to do. This is simple troubleshooting. This is a simple way for you to look at any problem, any circumstance, any situation, any challenge, and say, you know what? My issue is this right here. When I sit down and I really break it down and I itemize all of the things that are going on in my home life, in my marriage, with my children, with my business, in all these places, in my own self-care, in my mental wellness, in my physical health, all these places, when I sit down to think about it like this, it's so much easier for me to solve for the equation. If I say, why am I not losing weight? I'm eating healthy. Oh, you're not being as active as you could be. You're not being as active as you could be. Got it. I need to go walk in the evenings after dinner. Right? There are all of these places where you get to do the troubleshooting. What if it's as simple as a math problem that needs to be solved? What if it's a math problem? Okay. So, number one, you have to make decisions from a place of calm. You cannot make a decision from a place of panic. It's okay to all the normal emotions like frustration, anger, worry. All these things are very normal. They're normal emotions. But what we don't want you to do is go into decision making in a panic. We don't want you to do that. Okay, that's not going to produce the fruit that you want. Okay, so you have to make decisions from a place of calm. Sufficiency. I have everything that I need in this moment, no matter what's going on in your universe. Are you fed? Are you clothed? Is your family safe? You got a place to stay tonight? That's sufficiency. So you can make decisions from a different place of calm. Okay. Number two is looking at challenges as an equation that needs to be solved. I just need to problem solve. I need to troubleshoot on this. I need to solve for X when it comes to this challenge in my marriage. I need to solve for X when it comes to talking to my teenagers about all the things that teenagers be needing. Lord have mercy. I need to troubleshoot as I plan the conference. What worked last year that won't work this year? What kind of experience do I, the founder, want to have this year that maybe we didn't include last year? All of these different feelings. How do I need to organize this better so that I am not stressed out about making this decision? How do you troubleshoot? How do you problem solve? How do you solve for X with this challenge? Because for many of us, we go in and we just say, oh, I'm going to flip some things around. I want to change some stuff, or I want to change all the things. I want everything to be better. Everything. No. How do I, for example, make this year's conference better by evaluating what happened last year? How do I take it up a notch? But I'm not trying to go from 2023 conference to, I don't even know. I ain't saying women evolve, but like, I don't want to manage that. TD Jakes is not my daddy. I don't want to manage that this year. Y'all feel me? So it's me working together. And I talk to some of my clients too about incremental changes, because some of us want to see changes and we are willing to throw ourselves into this hustle mentality, into this I gotta hurry up and get there idea, to the point where we're doing it with panic, not calm. Okay. We are not seeing it as an equation to be solved. We're seeing it as I'm not enough. What I have is not enough. I, as a person, am missing something. No, you're not. What if you have enough right now? What if that's it? What if you could walk into the next challenge with, oh, I have enough right now. I have enough right now, excuse me, to make this happen. Because I have enough right now, this is what's going to happen next. This is what's going to happen next. I just know this is naturally my next step. And I don't have to be all freaked out about it. Oh, okay, because I have enough, because I am enough, because God with me, the God with me, the God in me, he's going to make sure that I make it to the other side. Okay, bet. Now what? Now what? What if this is just an equation to be solved? Okay. And then number 3. So we got make decisions from a place of calm. If you're going to troubleshoot and figure out what's not working with your goals, okay, you got to make decisions from a place of calm. You have to see it as an equation that needs to be solved. And then number 3, you got to stick with it. Now, this is real simple, but it's not. Okay. It's real simple, but it's not. And I say that because our very human brains, our emotions, glittery object syndrome pushes us to jump ship. Pushes us to jump ship. I had a conversation with a client today, and I was like, listen, I need to be committed to this, to something. Once you commit to something, God can bless the committed work of your hands. If you're still feeling perplexed or any disbelief about it, I can't hand you wanting to commit to something. You just got to decide that that's what you want. Okay? But for many of us, there's a certain measure of commitment, of heavy lifting, of accountability that we know we need in our life. We know that I need to be committed, disciplined, focused. But when it comes time to do the things, let our very human emotions, our very human mindset derail us from what could be. We let it derail us from what could be. Okay? What if I chose to fall in love with my own vision? I was telling one of my clients, this is today. Tuesdays and Fridays are my really busy coaching days. So I have like a ton of things from conversations throughout the day because I talk to everybody on the planet. Alex, everybody on the planet on Tuesdays and Fridays. So anyway, we were talking about visualizing the goal and feeling it. And I was telling her that I was out walking a couple days ago and I was thinking about the conference. I was troubleshooting on my own stuff. And I was like, I could see and feel the ballroom that was full of beautiful Black and brown women, mothers, family women laughing, enjoying each other, worshiping, dancing, like just having a time, the food, the vendors. I could see it all. And I felt in my physical body the excitement that I feel about this event. I didn't need to be at the event to feel it. I didn't need to walk. It doesn't have to be October 25th for me to feel excited about what's happening. Okay? So some of us on our road to commitment, on our road to seeing the vision come to life, okay? On your way here, you might have to summon up those feelings of I'm in this for the long haul. I am willing to be the woman who does heavy lifting. I am willing to be a little uncomfortable to reach my goal. I am willing to see the people who need what this community has before they get here. We are 90% sold out of rooms for Friday night and Saturday night. And most of them are new people. At least half are new people. What? How is this even possible? Half of them are new people. I'm like, okay, I see them. I know they're there. I know they need this moment. I know they need this help. I know they need this community. I see it clear as day. I'm like, oh, I can feel it. Y'all hearing me? I can feel it. Some of us on our road to commitment, we jump ship a little bit. Some of us on our road to seeing the goal come to life, it actually being done, you don't have the feelings of doneness in here. Like in here. Like I was walking and I just felt like like this excitement. And I carried that home to create because I can feel my goal accomplished before it has even happened. Before it has even happened, I can feel it. Feel it happening. Okay. So for those of you who you have these audacious goals, this excitement that is boiling, like you're working on it. You can see who you're supposed to be. I ask you guys all the time, I'm like, who do you want to be a year from now? And some of you guys hesitate, right? Some of y'all are like, I don't really know. I don't really have anything. Y'all will give me like one or two general ideas, you know? And then there's a whole host of others who I give them like 5 minutes. And I'm like, okay, what else? And then I ask them some more. What else? What else? What else do you want? What else do you see for yourself? What are the other things that if you could have anything you want, if you could wave a magic wand and create, what would you create? And then when it comes down to that time, all of a sudden there's this outpouring of ideas and joyful visionary moments and all of these things that start to pour out from them. Good evening. That they're like, oh, I do have ideas. I do have things that I want to see. I do have things that I want to make happen in this very real life. I'm like, okay, are you willing to commit to it with me though? Are you willing to sit with it with me? Because here's what happens. After you say, yes, I'm committed. Yes, I'm ready. You had better believe every part of God's universe is popping in to check and see if you mean what you say. They're coming to see if you mean what you say. They want to know, do you really want to be that speaker? Do you want to be that influencer? Do you want to be that that thought leader? Do you want to be that person? They're going to come in and it's going to test to see if this is the case. So I can attest that many times someone says, yes, I got it. I'm all in. And then maybe their husband doesn't understand why they need coaching or their significant other. Maybe after they're like, you know what? I'm not really sure if I can do this. I don't know if I actually believe that I'll be the person that'll do this thing this time. I've let myself down so many times before. I have broken promises to myself. I said I was going to do this 5 years ago. Why am I still here in this same place? So if I say yes again, and then I turn out not to be that person again, what would that mean about me? Who do I blame after that? This is the thing, like these are like the conversations that we have, that's the reason why our very passionate yes to the vision and the goal and fireworks on New Year's Day, and we're so ready. The passionate, emphatic yes that we have at one point can turn into a no when we get tested on if we really mean what we say. Do you really mean that that's what you want? Are we committed? Are we all in? Are we leaning in to the beauty of what will be? And so as we plan for the conference, October 25th through the 27th in Atlanta, as we plan for this, I can physically feel the attendees walking. I can see, I have 8 years of memory at this point. We're going into year 9. So I can see the attendees coming in. I can feel their joy. I can feel their hopefulness, right? I can feel that that keeps me committed. It keeps me committed. It keeps me saying, you know what? I don't know how to do this. There were things this week and last week. I said, I don't know how to do this, but I will figure this out. And then when I did, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so major. Girl, you better go ahead on with your bad self. That's what I told myself. I was like, sis, you that chick, you did that. Yes, you thought this was going to happen. It didn't. That's fine. Here's how we're going to figure this out because I don't have time to waste. This is my goal. This is my dream. It's my baby. Nobody else takes your dream, your goals, your vision, your baby more seriously than you will. Are you committed to that thing? Are you committed to getting the resources? Are you committed to telling yourself yes? Are you committed to seeing this come into real life? Are you willing to find a different way? Are you willing to do some heavy lifting? You might have to Google harder than everybody else has to Google. You might have to do more research. You might have to learn how to pitch or do better proposals. You may have to learn how to angle some things so that you get the next spot. You might have to figure that out. I'm happy to help you. That's what I do. But however you decide to do it, you got to lean into I'm committed. I see this as already done. My brain is in November. My brain, Mama Thought Conference is over. I'm just walking out now, everything that has to happen. Okay? This is how we think. This is how our brain should be working as we troubleshoot on goals, on problems, on challenges. This is just an equation for me to solve. This isn't working. What would I do that I know works, that I know produces results? What would I do? As a leader, as a woman, as a wife, if you are one, as someone who nurtures their family, as someone who is a dynamic visionary, you got to be committed to solving problems. And maybe, just maybe, the life that you've lived or you've gone through some things that has shortened your capacity to think that you could fix these things. That's okay. That's okay. We want you to know that that's fine, right? But am I willing to become that person? Am I willing to become that? Am I willing to do that little extra bit of leg work? Am I willing to be so committed to my baby that I'll do whatever it takes? I'm committed. I will go in and look at what's working, right? What's not working? What will I pivot and change going forward? But giving up is not an option. Y'all hear me? Giving up on your vision is not an option. There are so many people who are attached to the yes that we have. I feel that's heavier in this current season than I ever have. One of my clients, she was like, I remember you talking about Essence Magazine years ago. So I remember you talking about it. She said, and we had to see you go and do it. We had to see you go and do it, and then do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again. So we had to see it happen for us to say, you know what? She really does commit and not take her foot up off the gas. And so what does that mean for you? Are you willing to make decisions from a place of calm? No matter what's going on in your world, no matter if things feel tumultuous, whether you feel like you're in abundance or not, whether you feel like things are going your way or they're not, or you feel like I want them to go faster, right? That's reasonable. Things can be working, but they're not working at the pace that they could be. I have a lot of clients who come to me because they want to speed up the pace and they want to do so without burning out. Okay. So the question is, from this place, am I making decisions from a place of calm? Number 2 is, am I envisioning this as an equation that needs to be solved? Girl, you just out here solving for X. It's totally fine. You're solving for X. Nothing in your life is broken. You as a person are not broken. You are enough like you are. You have enough. Everything that you need is within your grasp. Okay, nice to meet you. Everything you need is within your grasp. Okay. So if this is the case, if this is true for me, or I'm working on believing that it's true, I can just go to solve for X. This isn't working, not because I'm not enough, but because I haven't solved the problem right. Okay, all right. That's how we come to decision making from a clear place. From a clear place, not from mental clutter or mind drama or any of that stuff. A clear place. Okay? And then number 3 is sticking to your commitment. Sticking to being the person that you said you were going to be. You said this time would be different. You said you were going to make the jump. You said that you were going to shoot your shot. You said you were going to learn how to do it better. You said you were going to stick with it. You said it. And I tell my clients all the time, I'm like, listen, these are not my goals for you. These are the goals that you brought to me, right? You said you wanted to be that person. You said you wanted to host an event. You said you want to be a speaker. You said this, you said that. When you close your eyes and see yourself a year from now, you brought me these ideas of the person you wanted to become. You brought them here. We spread them out. We were talking about the challenges that are keeping you from being there. We're talking about all these little busybody children that are doing the most. We talk about your relationship with your husband, the challenges y'all are working through there, all of this stuff. All of it, you bring it here. But you said you wanted to be this kind of person, okay? You said this was your vision. You said this is what you were excited about. And so we welcome you bringing those goals here. And I will continually remind you that it's just a problem to be solved. You just got to solve for X. What if it's not right or wrong? What if it's not breaking you as a person? What if it's going to be fine? But you just got to solve for X to get to the result faster. It's not an indication that you're broken or your life is broken or you're not enough in any way. Instead, it is, I just need to go in here with a clear and calm mind. I believe one of the biggest flexes is a calm, well-organized mind, a mind that is full of clarity and mind drama, overwhelmed, overbooked, overthinking, feeling like you're drowning, indecisive, procrastinating, people pleasing, all of this stuff burned out is not the way that you execute at your highest level. It's not. That's an equation to be solved. We get to work through what's working, what's not working, and what you want to change. Okay? Okay. It's getting late. So I'm preparing to sign off. Here is your call to action. You have 2. Okay? Number 1, the Mamathon Conference is October 25th through the 27th in Atlanta. If you'd like to attend with us in Atlanta, I want you to put conference in the comments or shoot me a DM after this is over. Okay, so we have your email. The tickets open up Mother's Day weekend. So you already go on and tell your sugar daddy. Go ahead and tell your husband, baby, I already know what I want for Mother's Day. I want to go here. It's not to the fall, but I want to go. Okay. And in addition, some of you who are watching, some of you who have been hanging out here for a while, you might be asking, what in the world is a productivity coach in the first place? I consider myself an executive life coach for women leaders. All of us have a lot on our plate. We all have a lot on our to-do list. We have people who are relying on us to be a certain kind of person to execute in the world at our highest level. Okay? To execute at our highest level. Okay? Because of that, because of this reasoning, we know that we got to take care of ourselves here and here and here, that we have strong boundaries in place, that we hold ourselves accountable for the goals that we have a vision that we can see clearly, and we're not tripping ourselves up over, is this right? Is this wrong? I'm overthinking about every decision that I have to make. So when we talk, when we come together on a consultation, it's a complimentary call where we just talk about what coaching would look like. What are the challenges you're having right now? Okay. What are the questions that you have? And maybe, just maybe, you see these goals, you see the you from a year from now on the other side. Okay. On the other side of the bridge. And you want to walk through to the other side, but it feels really far away. Or that bridge doesn't feel as sturdy as it should. How in the world do I go from where I am right now to becoming that person? I want to go and become her. I want to go and become the person that makes decisions without the drama. I want to be the woman that doesn't procrastinate. I want to be the woman that doesn't say I don't know. That stops saying I don't know how to fix this. Yes, you do. You want to be the person that makes strong, calm decisions, not who changes everything in her business out of panic because it's not working. Or goes out and gets 5 other projects or business ideas, and you're doing all of them at one time instead of focusing in on what the essentials are. You're tired. It feels like you're spread so thin. You're doing all the things, okay? So your business is going well. Your career going well. Your efforts going great. You got a family that you love. You have a husband that you love. Y'all are rocking together. You're making it work, but you know you're not operating at that highest potential. You know that there's some clarity, there's some fog that happens in here, that mind drama that slows our progress down. It slows you down. Who would you be on the other side of that? If we didn't have those challenges, if this wasn't an issue for us, who would we be on the other side of the overthinking? On the other side of feeling overwhelmed, like I just can't catch up. I feel like I'm always trying to get there. Or I have so many projects, so many people calling, so many things that are calling my name and pulling at me every single day. I just don't have the capacity to be the person I'm supposed to be. Okay? You love your family. You love God. You don't play about your goals. You're going to make it. But maybe you want to speed up how fast you get there without feeling like I'm burned out, without feeling like I can't keep up, without feeling emotionally exhausted. We're all doing fine. But maybe somewhere in there, fine stopped being good enough. Okay? And so if that's you, I invite you to shoot me a DM right after this. Bring your questions. You don't have to feel 100% sure, but you know I'm talking to you, right? You know I'm talking to you. You know what you're doing right now is not sustainable. You know it's not working. You know that your goals are designed to make you this big deal. You see it, but you're like, okay, Christina, there's this gap in between where I am and where I want to go, and I gotta figure this out. I have to figure this out. You're already killing it. You're successful. Your family's doing well. You're thriving. You want to be thriving, but you know you're not operating at your highest potential. You know you're not. Right? You know that there are some things that you need to interject so that all of it flows together. Your self-care and wellness, your mental health, your physical health, your how you feel about yourself, imposter syndrome or the lack thereof, getting over some of these habits that we have. Okay. Really interjecting into the equation, your work, your real life, your motherhood, your marriage, your family management, your crazy schedule, your business goals. All of these things combined together mean that you have to do a different strategy. And I believe that next level women need something different. when you know and feel inside that you're meant for some really great things, it's like, okay, I got to do something different because what I've been doing is not sustainable. Okay. And so for that reason, we have 3 months of coaching available. We have 6 months of coaching available. You get to pick which one works for you based on your family budget, right? Based off of the type of business you have and where you want to invest. You have options. Okay. You got options. But what I want you to know is that if you're working through where you are to where you want to go, let's do that work together. Let's do the work together. Okay. So the person that you see right now, I am this person every day of the week. Okay. I'm a real person. I have a real husband. I'm a pastor's wife. I have 5 children that I homeschool. I'm this person all the time. We're this family all the time. Okay. So what I want you to do is after this is over, I'm getting ready to stop the live. I want you to jump into my messenger. Okay. And we will create space to talk this week so that we can help you organize your busy world. Okay. All of our one-to-one clients are coming to the conference on me. You don't even have to get a conference ticket if you're a client, right? They'll be meeting on Friday for the Friday of the conference for mastermind day, lunch in my suite. It's a time. It really is a time. We try to just treat our clients so good and love on y'all so good so that y'all know that you came up when you came into this tribe, into this community. Okay. So if that's you, if you know you need some support, I'm about to wrap the live up and I want you to come and shoot me a message. Okay. Say, hey, I'm ready to organize. I got some big goals. I'm ready for world domination. You talking to me, sis. Let's get this work. Okay. I love you dearly. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. It's been my honor. I'm glad I got to have a few minutes. I have been coaching all day today, like legitimately all day. And so I'm glad I still had a little bit of stamina left over. I might make me some tea and get some rest tonight. But I just want you all to know how loved you are, how supported you are. I am championing for you to become exactly who you said you wanted to become. Okay. And I look forward to hearing about your goals and your families and the magic that you want to create this year. Okay. I'll see you guys next time. Good night.